How we doing, everybody? This is Nature Boy, aka King of the South. If you didn't know it, you soon about to find out. Today is coronavirus update by Nature Boy. It's the update. So things have got worse. Of course they have. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Every situations like this have waves. Even, no matter good or bad, they always have waves. Waves have levels of the waves. You feel me? The deeper you go in the ocean, the bigger the waves are. You feel me? The bigger the waves start to create out far in the ocean, the bigger they're gonna hit towards land. You know what I'm saying? What it affects, hey, that's what we have to prepare ourselves for. So, right now, okay, we can say things got worse, but no, it necessarily didn't get worse. You feel what I'm saying? Things is bad. It was bad before. It's getting bad. It's still bad. It's not getting better. It's still bad. Things was bad before it. It's still bad. Once they close the schools to where the kids can't go and learn, keep their mind constructive, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was bad. You know what I'm saying? And we can only hope that the leaders we have in control of our country and other leaders we have control of our world are doing some of the best thinking we can possibly do. Because right now, from home, ain't much we can do. Well, that's what you can think. You can think just because you're at home, you don't have much you can do. Really, if you remember back in the Moses day, right before Moses, he went to go ask his brother. People failed to realize the Pharaoh was his brother. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't necessarily his blood brother, but that was his brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like no congregation. No, that was his brother. He was raised since birth with that boy. That was his brother. Like, he would have killed the nigga for his brother. You feel me? So he went to his brother, which was the Pharaoh of Egypt at that time, and asked him. He said, "Hey, bro, man to man, I love the shit out of you, bro. Yeah, I know you love me still. You know what I'm saying? So can you just free my people? I just learned these my people, bro. So if they my people, they your people. So that means your army gonna be bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like Moses went to the nigga, hey man, I got a new God and this he told me to, whoop your ass. You remember I always used to whoop your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Moses didn't go in there like that. Moses went in there like, this my brother. You know what I'm saying? Before I let anything bad happen to him, we gonna try to do this shit together. So Moses went in there, told the Pharaoh, he said, look here, big bro. You know what I'm saying? I love the shit out you, boy. You know what I'm saying? I got my people back here. We almost 8 million strong. People fail to realize Moses was controlled over a shitload of people. It wasn't no thousands. It was somewhere in the millions. Like, people don't even have no clue. Moses was that's why he was considered one of the greatest rulers of all time, because he was in control over millions of people. Like, he had his whole race of people behind him. You feel me? Everybody knew who the fuck it was. In some kind of way, every last one of them wanted to share their problems, or they wanted the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But like I said, so Moses went to him like, bro, it's gonna make your army stronger, because just because they ain't military people, they have skills. They are strong. They got God behind them. You know what I'm saying? It was certain things that Moses said was gonna make this relationship work. He said we can strengthen, because people fail to realize Pharaoh, he's still one of the chosen. Like, the Pharaoh, I ain't gonna say one of the chosen. He still was part of the 13 tribes that the Bible speak about. You know what I'm saying? So he was still obligated. The Pharaoh was still obligated to that promise God made to his people. You feel me? His chosen ones. And I keep saying chosen, but his 13 tribes. You feel me? 12 tribes. So Moses went to him, told him, he's like, man, we really blood, bro. He explained all this to him. Because like I said, like he explained this. And this wasn't no one day explaining no, it's a couple months. You know what I'm saying? It probably took him half a year for Moses to go in there to help educate his brother about, you know what I'm saying? He educated his brother about Moses' people, and educate his brother, which is the Pharaoh, about his own people, and help them understand who God was, and help them understand who Jesus was, even though Jesus haven't even came yet. So Moses did all this shit, right? He did all this shit. So the brother was kind of buying into it, but Satan. See, those people really realize Satan don't come like Satan isn't the gun or the bullet. You feel what I'm saying? Satan is basically the ideal of the first person who thought of making a bow and arrow. I'm gonna go that deep. So Satan, if you understand what I'm saying, Satan is the motherfucker who gave you the idea to make the bow and arrow. You feel what I'm saying? So the first motherfucker who made the bow and arrow so he could hurt another motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Or the first motherfucker make a gun to hurt another motherfucker, that was Satan. You feel me? And he did. And see, Satan come out of fear. So Satan put fear into the nigga who made the bow and arrow or the gun. He was like, man, if you don't make something quick to protect yourself, this other man, he gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga who made a bow and arrow or made a gun, what he do, he like, I gotta figure out how to way I can shoot a nigga or kill a nigga from distance so they don't hurt me. It was out of fear. Never make moves out of fear. When fear come about, you prepare yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand if a tornado just come out of nowhere and you're afraid. That's normal. But I'm talking about ideals fear. You feel what I'm saying? Like the devil put in the man who made the bow and arrow, the first bow and arrow, he put in his head that in the future, if you don't do something to protect yourself from this other man, he gonna kill you. That's the idea of fear. It ain't like the man was actually attacking him at that time, and the dude, he thought of making a bow and arrow to kill him. No. It was a process over years. This nigga was like, man, so he probably went through a lot of different things before he came up with a bow and arrow. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the same way with Moses and his brother with Pharaoh. You feel what I'm saying? The Pharaoh was getting ideals. Like every Pharaoh kings back then always had what I call a witch. I guess they call them magicians or whatever they call them. You know what I'm saying? It's basically motherfuckers who kind of nibble in the spirit world, but for the bad. You know what I'm saying? I always think of it look evil, kind of like Aladdin. In Aladdin, it was that one dude, I forgot his name, but he would try to take over the Pharaoh. He would try to take over the kingdom, and he knew Aladdin was the chosen one, so he was trying to kill the nigga off. You feel me? But the way he was doing it is by tricking Jasmine dad with ideals. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he was so far. It ain't like he was just he was doing it by putting ideals, making it seem like that's what you want to do, because that's how the devil works. The devil put ideas in your head and he make you do it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you think this is the best thing because you thinking out of fear and you scared. So that's what happened to Moses' brother, which was the Pharaoh. He was thinking out of fear. He was down. Moses, his brother that he know his whole life. Matter of fact, the Pharaoh helped raise his brother, because when Moses came about, the Pharaoh was already about close to 10 years old. You feel what I'm saying? By the time you get 10, you know how black folks are, man. By the time you 6 or 7, you helping change the pamper of your little brother, little sister. You know what I'm saying? But in this Egyptian prince, you feel me? But one day gonna be a king. So they were teaching him everything at a real early age. You feel me? So to have a little brother, yeah, he helped raise Moses. You feel what I'm saying? But all that shit went out the door when the devil started coming with fears. He started getting the Pharaoh fears. He started putting the fears in his head. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's what caused the war between Moses and the Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? And it's common sense, man. Like Moses, like I said, Moses had damn near 8 million people. I don't know how many people the Pharaoh had, but the Pharaoh had, I don't think he had 8 million. I think he had like 2 or 3. You know, the Pharaoh did own a lot of country, but for his people, that, you know what I'm saying, that was in their city, I ain't gonna say it wasn't a lot, but it wasn't the many people as most, because the Pharaoh and them had all of Moses' people. You feel me? Probably more than 8 million on the coast. That's why they always talk about Jesus and them, they talk in parables. It's because you got to think about it. When you're dealing with over 10,000, 100,000 people, and you got to pass through a message, you got to do it in parables, because by the time you get to the end, people, the story don't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to change much. It's just like the reason you at the top, closer to the big dogs, like Moses was a big dog. The reason you would be close to him because you had to be smart, or you had to be the only one who could run this fast, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You had to have some kind of skills or smartness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The further away you are from Moses, the least abilities, the skills, or I guess your worst. You feel me? So by the time Moses get the teachings to the bottom people, it got broken down to where they can understand it. You feel what I'm saying? Like Moses probably was giving his right hand man the information very complex, but Moses' right hand man passed to his right man not so complex, and then that right hand man go to his right hand man, and it's getting more and more less complex. So just like the Bible, like if you ever read the Bible or just read the Bible, you be like, man, it seems so simple, but it's confusing. You know, they being contradicting. No, it's been broken down to be simplified to where a child should be able to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what people forget about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we go too deep in the words when we got to realize this is a message that has been sent down from real live kings that talk to God like Moses, and they trying to feed us this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more books and Bibles and gospels out there, and you know what I'm saying? It's like we living through a gospel right now. Who gonna write the story? You know what I'm saying? Just because we got the videos like what I'm doing right now, this not writing. You feel what I'm saying? Like who to say Moses knew how to read and write? You know what I'm saying? He probably had somebody to read and write for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why shit got, we don't know. But the things we do know, we got to understand it. Like I said, the Bible was written simple for a reason. So we have to understand why it was written simple as a reason. Like, I could remember I wasn't that good at reading when I was young. Like, the age I posted, I think by first grade, you should be on a nice little level of reading or comfort for the teachers. I went on that level. Feel what I'm saying? Went to my auntie house. I was in foster care with my auntie house from 2nd all the way to 5th. And I ain't getting no help learning how to read. So, but my auntie, she was a Jehovah's Witness, so she used to, you know what I'm saying, make a nigga. She had a lot of Jehovah's Witness books, put it like that. So, I used to always, my granddad was a Christian, so I used to have to read the books. I started enjoying it, you know what I'm saying, but I used to still had the Watchtowers and whatever, but they had the kids books. They had a lot of kids books in Jehovah's Witness, congregation. So, I used to read the books they used to give me, but I used to check the facts with the Bible. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I learned how to read, because I was interested to see was the Jehovah's Witness preaching the truth. You know what I'm saying? As a child. Like I'm like, damn, I said this what the hell? I ain't never heard no Jehovah's Witness. What's like it's different religions? Like that was mind blowing to me as a child. You know what I'm saying? So think about it, the older you get, the more you gonna find out shit to where it's gonna be mind blowing, because you was like, wow, I had no idea. I did realize it was different races, but I had no idea it was different, religions out there. Like I never heard of a Jehovah's Witness in my life, and I got one in my family. So as a kid, I checked the resources on that shit through the Bible. But like that's what made me understand. Like, damn, I said the Bible is so simple to where a child understand it. This is a child book. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't. But like I said, this is updates for nature. But like I said, I was just getting a reference from Moses, him and his brother Pharaoh. To help y'all understand, we got different waves. Like I said, when Moses went to go try to talk to him for half a year, the first wave after the Pharaoh didn't listen because he let the ideas of the devil fuck with him, was I think it was everybody had got bugs. He had a whole bunch of bugs come through, and then after that I think he had a whole bunch of see they say like frogs when you watch movies about it, but in the Bible they describe something different. But it was like a reptilian, but it wasn't reptilian. It was something to where it was like like little rats, but wasn't rats. You know what I'm saying? Something that swim in the water. To where they swim in the water and walk on land. Until they was coming on land. Like I don't think it was frogs. Like if you ever been to South Carolina got a lot of toads. Like in certain time of year, I remember I was a kid, they had a whole bunch of toads, and it was just the most disgusting, crazy shit, scary shit in my life. I was like, damn, this is a lot of toads. But at the same time, I did get hungry. I was like, let's cook them. But so that was the Moses and them, they sent through the bugs, then the frogs, whatever, and then they had sent the a virus. Like the Pharaoh and them stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it was a wave, man. And that's just my updates for the day. That's what I'm seeing. Like some shit ain't even that complicated. It's just like, damn, is it really repeating itself? Like who's the Moses in this situation? You know, we don't know, man. It don't even matter who the Moses is, because I feel as though Moses, Jesus, Solomon, some of the great true men, you know what I'm saying, and women like Mary, both Marys, you feel what I'm saying? They did enough to where it's in us. You know what I'm saying? When the time come, we all gonna click together, his chosen people. Cause you can't break something that's strong. You know what I'm saying? Not made by God. Now, it might seem like you breaking it, but we will prosper. You know what I'm saying? We have no choice but to prosper. But I've been yapping and smoking about 16 minutes, y'all. But this is just nature, but it's real love, man. And I was getting my, you know what I'm saying, my one-on-one knowledge from the grave to the temple, to the head, to the dome. You hear what I'm saying? Till it's all gone. You know what I'm saying? One thing you gotta do, you can't be having fear. Of course you get scared if at the time somebody put a gun. Yes, it's understandable. But we talking about fear, not necessarily being scared. You feel me? We can't be afraid. We gotta stand our ground, and we gotta die for our Lord, die for ourselves, die for our family. Hey, I ain't say that's what we need to do. All I'm saying, you gotta know, you can't be afraid, man. Trust me. God got you. He got you. Ain't nothing we can do. Some shit out of our control. The best thing we can do is accept it. So when we go to the next chapter, you hear what I'm saying? We go in like a man and a woman. You hear me? Because we came in like a man and a woman. It was a 50-50 chance that we'll make it when we came in. You feel me? For both. You know what I'm saying? The mother and the child. So, you know what I'm saying? When we going out, it's the 50-50. So we got to have that faith, that strength, that impossibleness, you know what I'm saying, to prevail. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the resources is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not resources, but no matter what the solution is. But and it's what it is, man. That